In this video, we're going to show you how to install the brake flex hose on your Volvo XC90 located behind the front wheels. Using a 19mm socket, we're going to loosen and remove our lug nuts. And if you have a locking key, go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and remove your wheel. Remove it and set it aside. Now our brake flex hose runs from the back side of the caliper up and around the back to right here. This is where it joins to the hard line. Now we're going to go ahead and loosen this threaded nut here from the insert first. Use our 13mm wrench and we're going to go ahead and break this free. Now we are going to lose fluid, so you want to have a catch can or bucket underneath ready to catch this fluid as it comes out. You don't want that to spill out all over the ground. The other thing that you may want to do is use some spray solvent and wash all this off, get any of that dirt and debris out of the way. Ours is pretty clean, but we are going to go ahead and unthread this. Now for any reason, if this nut is spinning and it's twisting the hard line, stop, tighten it back up, spray it, flush it out, and you need to gently work this. Do not twist this hard line. If it breaks, you're going to be doing a much larger job. Wear rubber gloves. It's always good when you're working with chemicals like this here, brake fluid and whatnot. Wear safety glasses as well. You just never know what's going to happen. With that disconnected there, pull the hard line out and we can pull this out of the bracket. Now follow this right around to the other side. We're going to use our 14mm. Want to unthread this. Now time is kind of the essence when you're doing this job. You are going to be losing brake fluid. Is dripping down out of that master up top. Go ahead and grab the new line here. And go ahead and thread this in. Go ahead and thread this down. Now the new part uses a 15mm wrench. Once that bottoms out, you do want to make sure that's good and snug. Go ahead, feed this around. And this is going to fit inside. Get that flared section of that line installed, and then we'll bring this up and get that flared end started. Now we'll go ahead and snug this down. Now it's going to come to a point where it bottoms out. You do want to make sure that's good and tight. If you have to, you can always hold this end here with a wrench. Ours is staying stable. Make sure that's pretty tight. Now we're going to go ahead and take some spray solvent and spray this down. Brake fluid is corrosive. Make sure you clean it all up. And once you get this all connected and everything is all cleaned up, we now proceed to the brake bleeding process. Now you want to go ahead and locate the bleeder screw. In most cases, you're going to have a rubber cap on there. Simply pop that off. We're going to be installing that later on. I'm going to use the 11mm wrench. You can use the box end here. And we want to loosen this. We're going to turn it counterclockwise. And what we're going to do is, we can see that we're getting air bubbles coming out right here. What's happening is fluid is running down the flex hose, filling up the back of the piston, and we're burping out any of the air that is in that system right now. Looking for a solid, steady stream of fluid with no air bubbles coming out. Make sure you have a catch can of your bucket underneath. At this point here, we do have a solid stream of fluid coming out, no bubbles. Just going to go ahead and tighten this down. Once that bottoms out, just give it a little bit more. Now go ahead and grab your can of spray solvent and spray this down. Brake fluid is corrosive. Make sure that you get it all cleaned up. Wipe it down. Then go ahead and grab the rubber plug and pop it on. Now you want to hop into the vehicle, pump up the brakes. You want to make sure that it feels nice and firm. It could take 3 to 4 pumps to make that feel nice and firm. Now, for any reason, if it does not firm up, go ahead and repeat this process again. You could do this up to 2 to 3 times for it to actually firm up and get rid of all the air bubbles. Now, if it still doesn't firm up for you, then at that point, you're going to have to proceed to the brake bleeding process for the entire vehicle. Go ahead and grab your wheel. Get that lined up. I'm going to get one of these started here. Get the rest of these started. And once we get them all started, we'll come on back and snug them down. All right, let's go ahead and snug these down gently. All right, let's now go ahead and torque them down. Let's now go ahead and torque down our lug nuts to 103 foot-pounds. When doing this here, it's best to do it in a crisscross or a star pattern. Before performing this job, it's best to be wearing safety glasses and gloves. Now with the hood open, go ahead and locate the master cylinder reservoir. Before you open this, be sure to spray down the reservoir and clean up any debris around the perimeter. Using some spray solvent, and take care of that quickly. Once you're satisfied with the cleanliness there, go ahead and open this up by twisting it counterclockwise. And we do want to go ahead and evacuate the old fluid that is in there. You can go ahead and check and see if there is a filter or something in here that you can remove. Just using your pocket screwdriver, you can go ahead and remove this. Now this has a filter or a screen in it. Go ahead and set that aside. We're going to set up a little container here. And we're going to use a tool here to evacuate the fluid. You can use something like a turkey baster or another similar style vacuum tool. And we want to go ahead and pull out as much of this fluid as possible. Before we continue, you do want to go ahead and dispose of this fluid, get this out of the way so it doesn't spill. Let's now go ahead and fill this all the way up to the top of the reservoir. Insert the screen cup here. Close it up. Now our brake bleeding process is going to start at the left front wheel, continuing to the right front, moving to the left rear and ending at the right rear. All right, now while performing this job, we have someone inside the vehicle that's going to assist us. They're going to go ahead and pump up the brake pedal about 3 to 5 times and then hold pressure. We're then going to open up our bleeder screw and purge out any air bubbles or dirty fluid during this process. We're going to remove our rubber cap. We have our container here. We're going to pop this over. All right, go ahead and pump it up. While they're holding pressure, we're going to use our 11mm wrench and loosen our bleeder screw. All right, it's at the floor. We're going to close it up. You can see the dirty fluid coming out. Go ahead and pump it up. Continue. Go ahead. And we do one more. While performing this job, we're not only looking to evacuate that old dirty fluid, but we're also purging out any air bubbles. This is pretty clean at this point here. We can now remove our containment system. We'll set that over here. Give it a quick spray with some spray solvent because brake fluid is corrosive. Want to make sure we clean that up as best possible. Install the rubber cap. We're going to do the same process for the right front. Before moving to the rear, let's now go ahead and top off the reservoir. All right, here we are at the left rear. Open that cap up, get our hose on here, and go ahead and pump it up. Pump it up. Go ahead. And one more time. All right, we'll snug that down. Give it a quick spray. Wipe. And cap it. And then we'll go ahead and finish up with the right rear. Now that we're done, we'll go ahead and top off the master reservoir. Now we want to go ahead and install our wheels, and we want to go ahead and torque down the lug studs to 103 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.